If this story touched your heart, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my story. Your support helps us continue sharing hidden tales of love and loss. Let's build a community where every broken heart finds a voice. Thank you for being part of this journey. She whispers to me that she would move mountains to nurture the bond we share. She will be there every evening, preparing meals with love, even surprising me at work to ensure the car is ready whenever I need it. She would go to any lengths to preserve the bond we share. What's happening, my dear friends? Wishing everyone is wrapped in warmth and joy. Wishing everyone is basking in joy and warmth. Once again, we find ourselves reaching out to our cherished subscribers. Dear friends, if you wish to share your tale, please send it to truestorination@gmail.com. Allow me to unveil it for you, right here on the screen. That's truestorination@gmail.com. If you wish to share your wisdom, perhaps you're also seeking a bit of guidance from me or the voices in the comments. In the quiet moments, you yearn to share your journey, the tale of how you rose from the depths of struggle, transforming your life into something beautiful and inspiring. Everything. If it brings joy to even one soul, then that is truly wonderful. In the quiet moments, when you lend a hand to just one soul, it feels as though you've fulfilled your purpose in this vast world. So you all have seen the title. Let us embark on this journey together. Once upon a time, there was a tale that promised to be the most extraordinary you could ever imagine. Is it true? Very well. He names it the tale of caution. Forgive me if my words are not perfect. In a moment of vulnerability, I poured out my heart, revealing the depths of my feelings. And so it was written, just like that. If you have any lingering questions, please don't hesitate to reach out as you navigate through it. And I would cherish some guidance for this journey of life. At 25, my heart still carries the echoes of a love that once was, lingering in the spaces between what was and what could have been. I'm uncertain if my heart can ever belong to another woman. But if I do, I hope it's not one like hers. He begins with a hesitant confession, unsure of how to articulate the unraveling of his once cherished bond. This is the tale of how love faded, leading him to the difficult realization that parting ways is the only path forward. Once upon a time, there was a 25-year-old young man, full of innocence and wonder. In my heart, I carried a sense of innocence, intertwined with a whisper of doubt, as I stepped into this new chapter. The shadows of my past lingered, for no woman had ever seen the beauty within me. And this was not just my first relationship, but my first experience of connection with another soul. I found myself standing on the precipice of the unknown, my heart fluttering with anticipation. And while many would typically walk away, I found myself lost in the moment, unsure of when to let go. So I let moments linger when they should have faded away. It was in the enchanting year of 2017 when our paths first crossed. She arrived at one of my gatherings, a time when I felt invincible, full of life and excitement. We were simply enjoying each other's company, and as the night unfolded, I found myself with her number, never imagining it would lead to anything beyond friendship. As the chill of November gave way to the warmth of February, a beautiful bond blossomed between us, transforming us into the closest of companions. And in time, she found the courage to confess that her heart had begun to hold a special place for me. And from that moment, our journey together began. About 3 months into our journey together, we both felt the undeniable pull of our hearts, knowing what we desired. With each passing day, we found ourselves drawn closer to the idea of forever, eagerly taking steps towards the promise of engagement. In a moment that felt like magic, we found ourselves wandering through the enchanting world of wedding venues, each one whispering promises of love and forever. Perhaps I should have seen this as a gentle whisper, a hint that our journey was unfolding at a pace too swift for comfort. Though I knew I should have walked away, my heart held me back, and I stayed. That July, I surrendered to the magic of the moment, found a beautiful ring, and poured my heart out with a proposal. We shared a bond like no other, making it nearly impossible to ignore the emotions that began to blossom within me. Not long after, she began to take charge in ways that left me feeling uncertain and unsure of how to respond. So I find myself in a dance of agreement, as if I were a fragrance, blending seamlessly into the air around me. Out of the blue, my closest friends began to share whispers about her, expressing uncertainty and revealing that they had caught wind of some rumors. Yet, deep down, I couldn't bear to listen, for my heart was already entwined with hers, and my love for her was undeniable. As the year draws to a close, we find ourselves in the enchanting month of December, 2018. In a moment of newfound freedom, I stepped away from the familiar embrace of my parents' home, eager to carve out my own path as the promise of love awaited just around the corner in April. She resided just an hour away, making it simpler to catch a glimpse of her each day. It was a moment filled with vulnerability as we shared our secrets. She confided in me about her past, mentioning that she had been with one or two others, and I chose to embrace that truth, holding it close to my heart. Do you trust in the singular or the duo? But little did I realize, she had woven a tale of deception around this truth. If hope were to take form, it would be her, radiating warmth and promise. One fateful evening, as I scrolled through Twitter, a mysterious DM appeared from an anonymous account, holding within it a single, tantalizing link. As I click on the link, my heart races, and there it is, right before my eyes, captivating and undeniable. As I click on the link, my heart races, and there she is, the girl who captivates my thoughts, caught in an intimate moment. It had sent him into my life just as our love story began to unfold. From the moment I met her, I sensed her untamed soul, but this pierced my heart in ways I never imagined. I lost my mind. She confided in me, her voice a whisper of uncertainty, that the details eluded her like a fleeting dream. She spoke of a time shrouded in haze, where faces blurred and moments slipped away, claiming that perhaps the fog of substances had clouded her memories, leaving only shadows of what once was. And then she whispered that she believes it's a game of intrigue, and we must pursue the mysterious figure. Without a doubt, our conversations flowed effortlessly, and the intimacy we shared was nothing short of magical. She was, and always will be, the only one who held my heart. Yet, I realized I had to release the past, for it belonged to a time before our love blossomed, and I took steps to erase it from my memory. As I ventured deeper into the unknown, a world of revelations unfolded before me, yet I felt a gentle tug within, reminding me that I wasn't quite prepared to embrace it all just yet. So I let it be and carried on with our journey together. Though my admiration for her had faded, my heart still held a deep affection. And in the end, our hearts intertwined, leading us to the altar. After we exchanged our vows, the lingering presence of the RP continued to haunt me, and I realized I had to find a way to let it go. As I ventured deeper into the enchanting world of her profile, it became unmistakably clear that it was crafted by her own hand, a reflection of everything she held dear. The message that brought me that link probably came from another soul. In a moment of vulnerability, I found myself delving into her phone, only to uncover that she was fully aware of the time and the person involved in that video. As she exchanged messages with her past love, a pang of sorrow washed over me, deepening the ache in my heart. It shattered my heart to realize that she could weave such deceit, looking into my eyes while hiding the truth. The trust we once shared felt like it slipped through my fingers, leaving only the ache of betrayal in its wake. In the depths of her Tumblr history, countless photos and videos whispered tales of moments shared and memories cherished. A digital realm that belonged to her, filled with encounters and connections, all waiting to be discovered with just a few clicks on a search engine. Yet, amidst it all, the beginning of our union was nothing short of magical. She would prepare a delightful meal for us every evening. We were lost in a whirlwind of joy, the kind that makes time stand still, until the shadows of despair unexpectedly cast their gloom over her heart. I poured my heart into every gesture, striving to bring a smile to her face. Yet, when it comes to matters of health, the choices seem to fade away, leaving a sense of helplessness in the air. Everything was starting to weigh heavily on my heart. As the walls of our home started to crumble, a storm brewed within me, fueled by the frustration of her endless days spent within those familiar confines, a stay-at-home wife lost in the echoes of our shared space. My heart started to yearn for more from her. She perceived it as a sign of cruelty or harshness from me. One fateful day, a message arrived that shattered my heart, declaring that I was no longer her husband and that she needed space. In the wake of this revelation, she began to drift away, spending more and more time with her new companions, leaving me in a whirlwind of emotions that I had never encountered before in my life. nor was she ever going to invite them in. She always said our paths would never cross. In an effort to be her rock, I found myself grappling with the shadows of my own insecurities, born from the weight of a painful deception that had once clouded my heart. One fateful day, I ascended the stairs and caught a glimpse of her on the phone, her laughter dancing through the air as she shared tales of her new friends. She spoke of a certain someone, a charming figure who made her heart flutter, revealing the magic of their moments together and the sweet whispers of her feelings. Once she hung up the phone, I sought her reassurance, yearning for clarity on the words that lingered in my mind. But instead of comfort, her response pierced through me. She called me insecure, dismissing my feelings and insisting that I was imagining things that had never been said. There goes the charming deceivers. Not long after, she found herself embarking on long drives, a soothing escape as I settled into the rhythm of working from home. One fateful night, she wandered in just as the clock struck 2, her laughter still echoing in the air. She spoke of a night filled with joy alongside her friends, a whirlwind of carefree moments. In her eyes, I could see the remnants of a high that had swept her away, leaving her unable to find her way back to me. I released it into the universe. Even though I knew I shouldn't have, my heart still ached with the hope that maybe this time would be different. Just a week or two prior, I had stumbled upon a truth that strained the bond of trust when I reached out to one of her older friends, who revealed that she hadn't been there in ages. Yet, despite the sting of betrayal, I found myself drawn to her once more, caught in the web of our tangled emotions. In the quiet of dawn, I would depart, leaving her behind, only to be reunited with her the following day. As the night fell and I prepared for sleep, a sense of unease settled in my heart. She had stopped returning home, and an unsettling feeling whispered that something was amiss. Yet, I found myself at a crossroads, torn between my worries and the weight of being told I was too insecure, that I needed to give her the freedom she sought. As the calendar turned to May 2020, a new chapter began to unfold. As the day draws to a close, I will return to the warmth of home. And once more, she lingered away from home as the day unfolded. You shared a glimpse of her surrounded by her friends. It caught my eye that her wedding ring was absent, a small detail that spoke volumes. She whispered softly that she was off to have her hair transformed. And in that picture, she wore a pair of shoes that seemed to tell a story of their own. But when I return home, the shoes rest in her closet, as if she had captured that moment long before. Oh, she captured your heart. I step outside, hoping the fresh air will soothe my restless thoughts, but before long, I find myself retreating back indoors. I'm a keeper of digital dreams. As I sat down at the computer, the same one she often used, I felt a rush of memories wash over me. In a moment of daring, I stumbled upon traces of her past, slipping into her computer account and discovering the secrets hidden within her email. Everything felt familiar, like a gentle embrace of routine. But then I found myself lost in the memories captured in her photos. She gently retraces her steps through the cherished memories captured in Google Photos. As I ventured into that digital realm, my heart fluttered at the sight of everything I had longed to discover. A captured moment between her and a man, where he expressed his concern, revealing that she was seeking financial help for an unexpected situation after their unexpected closeness. In the midst of their tender exchanges, she hinted at a new chapter beginning, a secret she held close while weaving her words to him, creating a delicate tapestry of hope and uncertainty. In my search, I stumbled upon not just the echoes of our conversations captured in screenshots, but also glimpses of a cherished account that held our sweetest moments. Unbeknownst to me, she had crafted a facade on Instagram, a secret world that existed just beyond my reach. My heart raced, caught in a whirlwind of emotions, as disbelief washed over me like a sudden storm. I'll hold back some of the theatrics from my side. In the aftermath of a heartfelt conversation, she confides in me about her new friend, who orchestrates those accounts with the intent to charm and extract money from unsuspecting souls. It's a season of carefree revelry for them, filled with parties and moments that blur the lines of reality, especially after she indulged a bit too much in the euphoria of the night. And in an instant, she found herself vulnerable, caught in a moment where trust was betrayed. My heart shattered, and tears streamed down my face as I felt myself unraveling. With a heavy heart, I gently expressed to her the urgency of bringing this man to light. Yet, she confides that not only does she wish for it to remain hidden from the police database, but her friend too has suffered a similar fate, leaving a shadow over their hearts. And that her friend's beloved ended up taking the life of that man, which feels utterly surreal and profoundly shocking. Our hearts are lying in perfect harmony. That sounds utterly enchanting. Yet, in the midst of my shattered heart, swirling emotions of anger and confusion enveloped me. I found myself clinging to every word she had whispered. "Oh, my dear, can you believe it? Oh, just imagine, that tale unfolds like a whirlwind of passion and intrigue. In the beginning, I find myself lost in my own thoughts, tuning out the world around me. Once upon a time, there was a truth waiting to be revealed. I believe they were not misled or exploited. In a moment of unexpected revelation, the boyfriend stumbled upon secrets that had been whispered in the shadows, unveiling a hidden world that had been kept from him. And then, in an instant, everything changed. It was a moment suspended in time, where reality danced with imagination, leaving the truth shrouded in mystery. She held the power to weave tales, blurring the lines between what was real and what was merely a figment of her heart's desire. In any case, my heart aligns with yours. It's wild, and it's astonishing that you hold that belief so dearly. But let us continue our journey. She whispers to me that she would move mountains to nurture the bond we share. She will be there every evening, preparing meals with love, and even surprising me at work for shared private moments whenever my heart desires it. She would go to any lengths to preserve the bond we share. And naturally, we find ourselves yearning to dive back into the warmth of our shared moments. Yet, as the days turned into weeks, my heart began to ache with uncertainty. She, once so open, now withdrew into shadows, her words becoming scarce. It felt as if I was being told that the truths I sought were not meant for someone like me. After countless inquiries, it seemed to me that her tale was starting to unravel, like the delicate threads of a once beautiful tapestry. Without a doubt. Each time she spoke, there was always a fresh nuance or a shift in the tale she wove. About a month ago, she confided in me, sharing her thoughts that perhaps she had never truly been wronged, that maybe all the other girls were weaving tales, and that nothing had ever transpired at all. And we can attempt to return to the way we once were. That experience blossomed within you, nurturing a deeper understanding and growth. My gaze fell upon her, a reflection of the deepest disdain I had ever shown her in all our moments together. It was hard to fathom how she could stand there, as if the weight of our shared history had vanished, as if the heartache and turmoil she had woven into our love story were mere whispers in the wind. A week later, burdened by the weight of the truth and the cascade of deceptions that had woven through our moments together, I realized that I could no longer carry on. Listen, my friend, I hold my faith close to my heart, and in my eyes, the only reason for parting ways is if betrayal enters the picture. With a heavy heart, I made the difficult decision to part ways and gently shared the news with her that our paths were diverging. Ever since that moment, my life has unfolded in the most serene and blissful way, a journey of tranquility that began in 2017. It's hard to fathom the lengths I went to and the things I endured for her, despite everything she had done. In the beginning, I was skeptical of the allure that the new perspective promised. I'm ready to share my truth. Yet, I can't help but feel that women possess an undeniable charm, always seeking ways to navigate the complexities of connection. It's about discovering the true value of your heart. Oh, how intriguing. So, you've chosen to part ways with the notion of the new perspective, haven't you? It's unexpected, given all that you've faced. And even after all that, you claim to grasp the essence of a woman's heart. Well, let me not misquote you, but what I do know is that women will go to great lengths to navigate their desires, the intricacies of their nature. Your heart knows the truth, yet you find it hard to embrace the allure of the new perspective. Perhaps you haven't yet discovered all the nuances, or maybe the whispers of knowledge haven't reached your ears just yet. Yet, I discovered a certain charm in that. I'm not going to turn away from you, even if you feel like you don't fit in. Oh, you still have a place here. In this place, your presence feels like a whisper in the wind, a fleeting moment that stirs the heart yet seems out of place. No, I don't. I don't care about your identity, the labels you wear, or anything else that defines you. Yet, what you have lived is uniquely yours. And I wish for you to grow from this experience. You emerged from that moment, a testament to your strength. You're apart. In the early moments, you shared that you were both navigating the path toward separation, seeking guidance as you faced the inevitable end of your journey together. Yes, it seems you must part ways, as you mentioned the possibility of separation some time ago. Let's rewind to that fateful moment when you received that message, revealing her a pivotal encounter, a scene that would forever change the course of your story. That's not a union of hearts. So let's pause and take a moment to reflect on the journey of our union. Let's unravel the mysteries together, shall we? Yet, you whispered that you were just beginning. This was your inaugural experience, the beginning of all that is cherished. I understand completely. But you mustn't allow that to cloud your vision. So, to anyone out there who finds themselves in a moment of discovery, feeling the echoes of their own experiences resonate with what's being shared, it's as if the universe is whispering, you're not alone in this journey. In the midst of a passionate whirlwind, I find myself captivated, yet aware of the subtle warnings that flicker like distant stars. Still, I choose to embrace the enchantment, letting the allure guide my heart, even as shadows linger at the edges of my vision. Don't turn away from them, for you may find yourself in a similar place. Hearts intertwined in fleeting moments, as she dances through the night, embracing fleeting moments without hesitation, returning to you with the warmth of shared secrets and unspoken desires. Her actions are leading you into uncertain waters. Is it truly worth the journey? In the grand tapestry of life, some paths are best left unexplored. When you encounter those warning signs, it's time to take action. Throughout the tale, I found myself wondering, why is he turning away from this? Why does he turn away from that? In a serendipitous twist of fate, you stumbled upon the tumbler. She possessed a collection of memories, each one a glimpse into her world. Deep down, you were certain she was aware of the heart she had chosen to share her nights with. In a moment filled with nostalgia, she finds herself engaged in conversation with her past love, reminiscing about what once was. I can't quite tell if she was akin to a star in the world of online allure. Was she like one of those enchanting figures from a romantic tale? Did she play the role of a companion? What was she up to? No matter the path she chose, a bond wasn't necessary to feel her presence in your heart. It felt like a mystery wrapped in confusion, a moment that defied all logic. In the depths of my heart, I can't fathom the reason you chose to bind your life to hers. It was as if every sign whispered a secret, guiding them towards an inevitable connection. Your friends offered their gentle cautions. You turned away from them. She gently raised her voice, signaling the signs that should not be ignored. You turned away from them. And now, in this moment, you stand before me. You're apart. My heart yearns for you to take that brave step towards freedom. Don't return to her, my dear. And grant me a wish. Open your heart to the whispers of new perspective content. Simply lend your ear. And I wonder if you feel the same way, as if there's a part of you that still holds onto the dream of love, yearning for that commitment, that promise of forever. In a world where hearts intertwine, there exist those who have taken a different path, even while navigating different paths despite their commitments. In the realm of connections, there exist those who embrace a different perspective on love and partnership. So believe that you can. But just ensure you truly grasp the essence of a woman's heart. And so it is. And so, that is the end of our tale. So take a moment to embrace it once more. This YouTube journey unfolds like a captivating tale, where the new perspective leads to discoveries on Google and Reddit, weaving a narrative of exploration and intrigue. Do not simply cast it aside. In the silence between us, I find myself yearning for the words left unspoken, wondering why the reasons elude me like a fleeting whisper in the night. In the quiet moments, a question lingers in the air, yearning for an answer. Why, oh why, does this mystery tug at my heart? If you feel inclined to reach out, I would love to hear from you. What is it that draws you in? What is it that you find unappealing about the new perspective? Let's create a beautiful moment captured on video. But dear ones, you've heard the tale. Whisper your truth to him. Whisper sweet words of wisdom into his ear. What path should he choose? In my heart, I believe he must find the courage to part ways with her. I'm relieved that their paths have diverged. How do you feel about this tale? Whisper your thoughts in the comments, and let our hearts connect. And if you feel inspired to share your tale, reach out to truestorynation@gmail.com. I'll make sure it shines on the screen for all to see. That is the email address of True Story Nation, where tales of love and connection await. And I'll see you all at our next enchanting rendezvous.